annual, school, and sport physicals, diabetes and chronic medical conditions, and so much more. We are now accepting new patients. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Silver Family Medicine of Martinsville is located at 110 Commonwealth Boulevard West, Martinsville, Virginia. You can call at 276-666-7328 or visit silverphysicians.com/primary care for more information.
Martinsville and Henry County, do you want to be a trendsetter? Shop local, eat local, spend local, enjoy local. Martinsville and Henry County, it takes you to set a trend.
On August 12, 2025, the Martinsville police responded to reports of a large disturbance at the 500th block of Forest Street. When officers arrived, they discovered Crystal Jordan, 39, of Martinsville, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Jordan was transported to Sova Health Hospital, where she later died from her injuries. In the weeks following the incident, detectives collected evidence and conducted numerous interviews. Investigators determined that a large group of individuals had traveled to Forest Street with the intent to confront and assault a smaller group of local residents. According to the police, the altercation escalated when firearms were brandished and discharged, ultimately leading to Jordan's death. As a result of this investigation, authorities have charged 9 individuals from Danville and 2 residents from Henry County with malicious wounding by mob. All 11 suspects have been arrested, and their booking photos were released by the police. This case remains under an active investigation, and officials say additional charges are expected. Martinsville Police is urging anyone with information to please contact Lieutenant Richard Barrow at 276-403-5458 or anonymously through the Crime Stoppers at 276-63-CRIME, 276-632-7463. And some tragic news coming from Danville. The Danville Police Department is investigating a tragic incident after a 9-year-old boy died from injuries sustained in an attack by a family dog. On Tuesday, August 26th, just after 8 p.m., officers were called to the 700th block of Berryman Avenue, where they found a child unresponsive inside a residence. Police reported the boy suffered trauma to his neck and was consistent with an animal bite. At the time of the attack, the child was under the care of his teenage sister. Family members told the investigators that the dog, a 4-year-old, had not shown previous signs of this aggression. The animal was secured inside the home and seized and transported to the Danville Area Humane Society. This case remains under active investigation by the Danville Police Department. Multiple fire departments responded to a large fire earlier Wednesday morning in Pennsylvania County. A fire was reported at 12:48 a.m. on August 27th on the 900th block of Afton Road in Danville. According to Blair's Fire and Rescue, first arriving crews discovered flames breaching through the roof of a larger residence. Firefighters faced significant challenges due to the size of the home, its distance from the main roadway, and the lack of nearby hydrants. A tanker task force was activated to supply water to the scene. Multiple aid was provided by Mount Hermon Fire, Ringgold Fire, Kentucky Fire, and other Pennsylvania County agencies. Officials confirmed no injuries were reported, and the cause of this fire is still under active investigation.
You already know we double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?
Sova Martinsville encourages men to take charge of their health starting today. Focus on 4 key areas. Schedule regular checkups, eat a balanced diet, stay active, and support your mental well-being. Small, consistent steps can lead to a longer, healthier life. Whether it's hitting the gym, eating smarter, or seeing your doctor, every action counts. Let Sova help you live your best life.
Save big this summer with this exclusive offer, only available at Cunningham Tire in Bassett. Now until August 16th, you can get a $100 rebate with the purchase and installation of a set of Michelin tires from Cunningham Tire. No other local tire dealer has this exclusive offer. With over 2,700 tires in stock, you can get tires installed today. We also offer alignments, state inspections, brakes, and oil changes. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 276-629-1142. Cunningham Tire, we keep you rolling.
My name is Patrick Sharp. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Gardner, Barrow & Sharp here in Martinsville. If you've been injured in a serious automobile collision or perhaps a minor injury with a rear end collision, we've been handling personal injury cases in the area for almost 50 years. Give us a call for a free evaluation of your case, 276-638-2455.
And now news from Pennsylvania County. Emergency crews from across Pennsylvania County joined forces Thursday afternoon after 2 vehicles crash left 1 person seriously injured. The accident occurred shortly after noon and prompted a large response according to the Chatham Rescue Squad. A lifeguard helicopter was called to the scene and lifted off from the roadway to transport the injured individual to a regional trauma center. Blair's Fire and Rescue confirmed the driver had to be freed from the wreckage before being flown out. Authorities said the second driver involved in the crash was not hurt and did not need EMS treatment. Responding agencies include the Chatham Rescue Squad, Chatham Volunteer Fire Department, Blair Volunteer Fire Department and Rescue, Virginia State Police, Pennsylvania County Public Safety and Virginia Department of Transportation, and the Pennsylvania County Sheriff's Office. Virginia State Police are continuing to investigate the circumstances surrounding this crash.
From small beginnings, I started a business here in Henry County. Through hard work, faith, and a commitment to doing what's right, I know what it takes to grow, to face challenges, and to find solutions that work. It's the same determination that I'll bring to the Board of Supervisors. Together, we can strengthen our community, create opportunities for our families, and build a future that Collinsville can be proud of. This ad's been authorized by Chris Lawless for Board of Supervisors.
Hey, you're being here for your BTW21 weather report, supported by Ashford Cardiology and Frill Equipment. For Tuesday evening, we're expecting partly cloudy skies all throughout south side. Rain chances are going to be really low at a 1% chance today. A light northeast breeze around 5 miles per hour. And temperatures are going to look comfortable here from everywhere from 73 degrees all the way to 77 here at Martinsville and Ridgeway. As we go into our overnight, tonight we're going to see those partly cloudy skies stick around here with us. A few isolated clouds here and there, but otherwise calm weather here in the area of Southside with a 7% chance of precipitation. Winds will be light again out of the northwest. Temperatures will dip into the 40s, low 50s across the region. We'll bottom out around 48 in the area of Ararat, 49 in Boones Mill, 50 in Woolwine and Rocky Mount, 51 both in Ferrum and Oak Level, and the warmest spots tonight are going to be obviously Martinsville and Ridgeway at 52. As we go into our Tuesday overall, we're going to give today a number 8, highs of 77, lows of 52, partly cloudy skies throughout the whole day, just a nice cool breeze going throughout our whole south side, so we feel good about that. 2% average of rain here or precipitation in the area, and a beautiful sunrise we had today at 6:51 a.m. As we look into our 5-day forecast, we'll go right into Wednesday. We're going to see highs of 78, lows of 56. Thursday and Friday, look like we're going to have sunny days, highs at 83 on the day of Thursday and lows of 60. Friday, we're going to see the highest or the hottest we're going to be in these next 5 days with a high of 88 and a low of 63. And Saturday, a mostly sunny day, some clouds here and there with a high of 86 and a low of 61. So that has been your 5-day weather report supported by Ashbrook Audiology and Frill Equipment, and we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
All right, Coach Johnson, what's your main focus right now during conditioning on this off-season training? What's your main focus for these guys?
Making sure we're being very specific on the details. We're breaking down the details. We want the guys to understand the small things matter, and that's all we're doing out here, is just making sure guys are understanding how to route run, how to catch a football, how to tuck a football, things that they may think they just do naturally, but we want to get it in their minds, the small things, because in a football game on Friday nights, those small things matter. Those small things lead to wins or losses, so we're trying to do that. Pressure is something that I've always been told, pressure either busts pipes, but that same pressure can also form a diamond. Which one are you going to be? And we like to think that, man, we're ready to become diamonds and handle pressure. Pressure is something that you put on yourself, and we're not doing that. We're coming out here, we're going to play a game we love. A lot of us been doing it our whole life. This is going into my 16th year coaching. Love it. And just trying to get these guys to understand, you don't worry about pressure. Pressure is nothing but what other people talk about. We're just going to go out, have fun, play this game the right way. To get better every week, my varsity guys got a lot of returners, super excited about them. And I know they're feeling a little bit of pressure they're putting on themselves because we hadn't really performed the way we know we could the last 2 years. So they got a chip on their shoulder. We're being overlooked a little bit. So they're excited about it. And I'm excited about the group I have. I have a great group of senior leaders, great group of juniors behind them. And man, we're going to have some sophomores and maybe even a freshman step up and make some noise this year as well. Always Magna Vista, Martinsville. The hometown games are always fun. A lot goes into those. Outside noise goes into those games for these kids, but for me, it's fun. It's fun seeing the community get together and it being everybody in the community comes together. There's no problems, no issues, and we just have a good time. Joy. Every day I wake up, I'm not dreading coming to my job. I love what I do, and it's because I get to come work with guys who really love being here, but I also get to work with guys who I know they might need me. And they know, hey, there are days I need them. So they bring this job, this career brings me a lot of joy. And it's all because of the kids I get to work with, the administrators I get to work for. And it's just, I love it. Even in my past job, loved it. Same thing. Just being in 2 different schools in this county over 16 years, it's been awesome. And I've really loved it.
It's more than just football.
It's way more than football to me. Football is probably the last thing on the list if I had to create a list of why I'm here. Football is probably last, but man, I find joy in this job and I love giving glory to God through this job. So it's awesome feeling.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. I have more news when we get back.
You no longer have to come to Lee's Tire and Wheel to have your tires installed. Come on, let's go. Let me show you how it works.
Latana de Leon translates to the lion's den in English. It refers to a place or situation that is dangerous, challenging, or intimidating, much like a lion's lair. The phrase is often used metaphorically to describe confronting difficulties or facing formidable opponents. For example, if someone says, "I'm entering the lion's den," they mean they are about to deal with a challenging situation or confront someone powerful. So it's a vivid expression that captures the idea of facing adversity head on. So right now people can go on to samiamthe1barber.com. It's a very detailed site, easy for booking. I'm at 62 Fayette Street, Suite 114. I'm the last suite in the building.
Looking for complete office solutions? From classrooms to corporate offices, we provide tailored designs. Get everything you need for your workspace from Bassett Office Supply, conveniently located at 2266 Ferrystone Park Highway. Transforming spaces for over 50 years. Visit us today.
For nearly 30 years, Drake Extrusion offers you the personalized service and flexibility of a custom supplier. With research and development based on 2 continents, Drake is on the cutting edge of polypropylene fiber technology. We work daily with polymer suppliers to improve existing products and meet the challenge of new end uses. We not only value our products, but we also value our employees. For more information, email us at info@drakeextrusion.com or give us a call at 276-632-0159.
Hi, I'm Ginger. Welcome to Oasis Wellness Escape right here in Martinsville. We'll see you at the Oasis, located at 2559 Greensboro Road, right here in Martinsville, 276-336-3067.
Now it's time for the BTW21 Sports presented by Gym 24.
I think, we finally have a lot of experience this offseason, a lot of older guys, 4-year players, guys that understand how the process starts from beginning to end. So those guys really bought into that, and, they're here. It's been an interesting offseason already, but they've been here, they've been working. The younger guys have come in, they try to hold those guys accountable, which is something we really haven't had before. That comes with experience, leadership, those things, but they've done a good job of that. They bought into the fact it's their team. A player-led team wins more than a coach-led team, obviously. So, I think that's the message we try to put on those guys for the last couple of years. They finally figured that out, and I think they're finally showing that this offseason for sure, taking ownership of the team.
We got more guys in this year. We got more team chemistry since we've been playing longer with Fielder, and we stacking on. We started from 0-10 season, then we went to 3-7. Now we're shooting for state. I said that last year, but that's always the goal. It's just really about stacking days and getting better every day.
The expectations are high. We have depth finally. We've got guys we can play different positions. We've got experience. Those things are there now. We haven't had those the last couple of years. They know that our expectations are high. We expect to be successful. We expect to win games. We expect to fight through adversity. Those are the things we didn't do in the past. We didn't stay together in tough situations. We quit when things started getting tough. We're changing districts, but the district we're going into is really tough. They're very well-coached teams, so we got to match that and be more athletic on top of that. But I do think these guys have bought into the fact that, we got to play 4 quarters, not 1, hope things go well, and then if it doesn't, we quit. That's kind of been the problem here lately. But I think we're better with that. I think they understand that it's a full team concept. In the past, individuals want to get their own stats and those kind of things. Now I think they understand that it doesn't matter. The thing that matters most is having that number in the win column at the end of the day.
No, we've been building in the weight room, building on the field, and building on everything really, because nobody can ever be perfect, but that's what we hope to achieve in the coming up season. Physically, I think we're feeling a lot better from last season. I think we improved a lot. You know, for me, it looks like working hard every day in practice, doing everything right, getting the little details right, just doing the little things so we can hope to achieve the big things.
You know, discipline. You know, we gotta increase our weight, and we can't slack off doing this, and it's all about our leaders. Like, if the seniors don't step up, then we ain't really got a team. Yeah, it's tougher, definitely. You gotta make sure you up to par with everything you do. You gotta be a good role model for like the freshmen and sophomores that don't really know anything yet. You really gotta live to the standard, you know.
They've come right in and fit right in. We've got a lot of, not a lot, we got a few guys that hadn't played in the last couple of years that are playing now. They've had a good impact already. You know, the guys have meshed well with those guys. And they're tough-minded guys. That's the main thing, you know. I mean, at least right now, when you get in the season, you'll find out who's really tough and who's not. But I think that everything's kind of meshed well together. We've got a new rule this year, 60%. If you don't make the offseason 60% of the time, you don't get to play. And I think that helps. You know, the guys that are in and out all the time, they're not here. So that togetherness is there, and those guys really, they kind of bought in. They understand that it's an investment. They put that investment in, and they work hard for it. You know, our thing is we've got the skill level, we've got strength, we've got experience. We've got to have mental toughness. That's all we've talked about is mental toughness. You can't quit in the second quarter when things are tough. You can't quit in the fourth quarter when things are tough. And on the flip side of that, you can't quit when you're up, when you're winning. You've got to play 4 straight quarters of mental tough football and you know, play by play kind of situation. You can't get high when it's high. You can't get low when it's low. You got to play through that. And I think that's been our whole talk. We've got to be mentally tough. We've had a good off season. We've had guys that have put a lot of work in, but you know, all that stuff doesn't matter if you quit the second things get tough. Then you just waste your off season. So that's been our thing: do better, get tougher. You know, we talk about grit. That's one of our main things. We don't say it all the time, but we know that's what we're talking about: grit. You got to fight through stuff. We're a program that's going to be built on grit, and I think they understand what that looks like now. They've seen what happens. You look at last year, our second quarters in a couple games were bad. You know, we were in tight ball games early. We quit. We can't do that. Give yourself a chance in third and fourth quarter. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll take our very last commercial break. When we get back, we'll have your Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
Frustrated by that crack in your windshield? At Daniels Auto Glass, we don't just fix glass, we restore your peace of mind. Our certified technicians use top-grade materials and precision techniques to repair or replace any auto glass damage. Need us to come to you? Our mobile service brings our expertise right to your home or office. Don't let that chip become a crack, or that crack become a bigger problem. We are ready to serve you. Daniels Auto Glass, clear views ahead, peace of mind guaranteed.
When you need help on the road, trust the name that's always there. Harbor Towing and Recovery, located at 6010 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway, Virginia. We're certified, licensed, and insured, ready to serve you any time of day or night. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine repair, we've got you covered. Call 276-632-2580, and remember, in a roadside emergency, tell the police to call Harbor Towing and Recovery, a name you can trust. At PVT Express, we're fast, we're reliable, and we're here when you need us. From oil changes to major jobs, PVT has you covered with the best technicians in the business. Stop by our service center where our certified technicians will get your oil change done right. Visit us today at PVT Express, where speed meets service. PVT Express, done right.
Legacy Insurance is your choice for great service, staff, and experience. Legacy wants the best for what fits your needs. They offer multiple plans and services to fit your needs and your budget. These services include Medicare, healthcare, life insurance, annuities, and other financial services. Legacy wants to make sure that you have the right plan. Give Legacy a call at 276-358-4001.
Hey, you're right here at BTW21'S Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report. Today being September the 2nd. First up, we have Tanisha Adams, Henrietta, Virginia. Credit card fraud, 3 counts. Death of a credit card and grand larceny. Callie Gabrielson, Henrietta, Virginia. Grand larceny, auto theft, failure to stop for law enforcement, and vandalism. Elizabeth Robertson, Henrietta, Virginia. Possession with intent to sell Schedule 1 or 2 drugs. Possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And probation violation, 4 counts. Giselle Santos, Henrietta, Virginia. Probation violation. Cherokee Sykes, Henrietta, Virginia. Failure to appear. Michelle Tuttle, Henrietta, Virginia. Identity theft. And ultimately, Teresana Wheeler, Henrietta, Virginia. Probation violation, 2 counts. Thank you for being here for BTW21'S Apex Bail Bonds Crime Report.
When you slip up, you need a bondsman you can trust at your side. At Apex Bail Bonds in Martinsville, our agents are with you at every step, not just the day you bond out. Need affordable bail? You'll get the same low rates we offer in Danville and Reedsville. Apex Bail Bonds has the only bail bondsman around licensed on both sides of the Virginia-Carolina line. Provides fast releases and affordable bail at the lowest rates allowed by law. Apex Bail Bonds, Martinsville, across from Checkered Pig, for the lowest rates allowed.
Rita Holt Hudler, 75 of Bassett, Virginia, passed away Friday, August the 29th, 2025. A graveside service will be held at 12 p.m. Friday, September the 5th at Roselawn Burial Park. Online condolences may be shared at visiting BassettFuneralService.com. Bassett Funeral Service is honored to serve the Hudler family. Mother Roberta J. Morrison went home to be with the Lord Wednesday, August the 27th, 2025. A visitation service will be held Wednesday, September the 3rd at 11:30 a.m. with a funeral service at 12 noon at Harrison Funeral Home in Martinsville. A public viewing will be held Tuesday, September the 2nd from 1 to 5 at the funeral home. Clara Eunice Mize, age 89 of Martinsville, Virginia, passed away Tuesday, August the 26th, 2025. A celebration of life will be held for her family and friends at 12 p.m. Tuesday, September the 2nd at McKeystone Funeral Home. The family will receive friends 1 hour prior to that service. McKeystone Funeral Home in Martinsville is serving the family. Leslie Tony Ray Capps, 77 of Ridgeway, Virginia, transitioned from his earthly life Thursday, August the 28th, 2025. A funeral service will be held Tuesday, September the 2nd at 3 p.m. at Wright Funeral Service Chapel. Visitation will be 1 hour prior to that service. Wright Funeral Service and Crematory is serving the family.
With the addition of the horse and carriage as a transportation option to the cemetery, this package allows the family to add a level of elegance at an already difficult time. Call or come see us for all your pre-need and at-need concerns. Bassett Funeral Service, 3665 Ferrystone Park Highway, 276-629-1770.
Listen up, team. We need to make sure customers continue to win at Nelson, even if they're in a collision, so we're gonna need to double up. First, we double the warranty on all new vehicles. Easy. Then, for any new or used vehicles, receive free towing up to 125 miles with no collision deductible at our body shop.
Sounds like a winning combination to me, Coach.
Double up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Double up!
Autos by Nelson.
On August 12, 2025, the Martinsville police responded to reports of a large disturbance at the 500th block of Forest Street. When officers arrived, they discovered Crystal Jordan, 39, of Martinsville, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Jordan was transported to Sova Health Hospital, where she later died from her injuries. In the weeks following the incident, detectives collected evidence and conducted numerous interviews. Investigators determined that a large group of individuals had traveled to Forest Street with the intent to confront and assault a smaller group of local residents. According to the police, the altercation escalated when firearms were brandished and discharged, ultimately leading to Jordan's death. As a result of this investigation, authorities have charged 9 individuals from Danville and 2 residents from Henry County with malicious wounding by mob. All 11 suspects have been arrested, and their booking photos were released by the police. This case remains under an active investigation, and officials say additional charges are expected. Martinsville Police is urging anyone with information to please contact Lieutenant Richard Barrow at 276-403-5458 or anonymously through the Crime Stoppers at 276-63-CRIME, 276-632-7463. And some tragic news coming from Danville. The Danville Police Department is investigating a tragic incident after a 9-year-old boy died from injuries sustained in an attack by a family dog. On Tuesday, August 26th, just after 8 p.m., officers were called to the 700th block of Berryman Avenue, where they found a child unresponsive inside a residence. Police reported the boy suffered trauma to his neck and was consistent with an animal bite. At the time of the attack, the child was under the care of his teenage sister. Family members told the investigators that the dog, a 4-year-old, had not shown previous signs of this aggression. The animal was secured inside the home and seized and transported to the Danville Area Humane Society. This case remains under active investigation by the Danville Police Department. Multiple fire departments responded to a large fire earlier Wednesday morning in Pennsylvania County. A fire was reported at 12:48 a.m. on August 27th on the 900th block of Afton Road in Danville. According to Blair's Fire and Rescue, first arriving crews discovered flames breaching through the roof of a larger residence. Firefighters faced significant challenges due to the size of the home, its distance from the main roadway, and the lack of nearby hydrants. A tanker task force was activated to supply water to the scene. Multiple aid was provided by Mount Hermon Fire, Ringgold Fire, Kentucky Fire, and other Pennsylvania County agencies. Officials confirmed no injuries were reported, and the cause of this fire is still under active investigation.
We double up at Autos by Nelson, and now we're taking it to the next level. You'll still receive double the warranty on all new vehicles, but now we're offering triple the peace of mind. With free towing up to 125 miles and no collision deductible at our body shop for any new or used vehicle. It's just one more way we're tripling up at Autos by Nelson. Do you know her?